Welcome back to Sketchup. Today we are going to make a cafe. And to do that, we're going to start with a rectangle. You draw a big plot of land, maybe about this size. Then we are going to make the first step using the push and pull tool around this height. Next, we want to get the offset tool and make a smaller sized square just like that. And then again, we are going to use the push and pull. So make a bigger one about this size. Just enough for a building. Next, we want to get our rectangle. And let's draw a door around this size. Just enough so he can fit in. Also, we want a place for our window. So we start off with a rectangle over there. And I want to introduce you to the 2-point arc. Now when you click that, you are going to see the arc, the 2-point arc, the 3-point arc, and the pie. Today we want to use the 2-point arc. What this does is that you can make an arc that's like a half circle. So you click on an endpoint and you click on another one where you want it to stop, and then you go into the middle and make it rise. So we want like a half circle. After you're satisfied with that, you click it. So now we have our window. Let's go for the door. We can make an endpoint right here and another one over there, and then move your mouse up just like that and make a half circle. But sometimes we cannot make that because maybe you are on an iPad or a mobile device, a phone, so it might be hard for you to do that. So we can use a circle instead. So for a circle, you just make a circle and then extend it to the ends of the lines, and we can get the same thing, although they have two faces of the circle, two halves. So what we can do is get the eraser and erase those out. Now we have the basic structure of our cafe. We just need to push and pull some things. So for the door, we push it inside, and then for its canopy, we pull it out. For the window, we push it inside, and for our mini garden, we are going to pull it out just like that. Now we are going to use the offset tool right here, and we are going to make offsets of the door, of the window, and of our mini garden. So that should be the basic geometry of our cafe. Next thing is we are going to color it. So you can color it whatever material that you want, whatever color. So let's just start off with something fresh. So we got here concrete on the sides, into the pillars of the door. I'm going to leave the windows for another texture. Okay, so that's that. Next, I want some glass and mirrors. Now the window is glass and the door is glass. After that, I am going to click landscaping, fencing, and vegetation. Let's get some greens for our mini garden, and then the fences. Some wood texture here, some over there. Don't forget this part, and the inner curve, I'd like that to be wood as well, but you can choose whatever style you want. So for our canopy as well, I'm gonna make that wood. And for the last touches, maybe some real wood for the door. There we go. Also, before I forget, let's put some roofing. Now you can choose any roof that you want. Maybe this gray black style will do. There we go. Also, don't forget the ground. So maybe concrete would do. There we go. And now we're almost done. The last thing that we need is a name for our cafe. So to do that, we are going to need the text tool, 3D text, the big A over here. So you click that and you're going to see create 3D text. Let's name this my cafe. And you can choose from the fonts. We have Laura, Open Sans, Oswald, Permanent Marker, and Playball. Now you can choose any font that you want. Maybe I'll go with Oswald. You can choose whether it's regular or bold, a bit thicker. Let's go with bold. Then you can change these to whatever size you want. But for now, let's just click OK. And then if you're on a computer, it will ask you where you want to put your name. But if you're not, maybe you're on a phone, it will be somewhere like this. So the next thing you need to do is to move it up. So click the move tool and you can carefully move it right here. Okay. Maybe it's a bit hard sometimes, but after you put it there, you can move it up. Now, let's rotate it using the rotate tool. If you can, maybe let's get the red axis first. There we go. We want the red axis to be on the protractor. Once you've done that, you can rotate it like so. And then the blue axis to rotate it to your face. There we go. And now we can move it back. And down. All right. So now our cafe has a name. And that's how we make a cafe in Sketchup. You might have noticed I did not use the orbit tool because that's for our iPad friends. They cannot use the orbit tool right now. So you can do this without even looking at the back, at the side, and the front. And it's an easy way to make a cafe. I hope you learned something today. If you do, click like, share, and subscribe our video so more of us can make cafes in Sketchup. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time around.